what happened to me made me realize that I could not trust everyone, and not everyone is out looking for your best interest. Hello everyone, if you don't know who I am, my name is Mariah. I am the owner of Grandiose Grant Services, where I cater to all your business needs, which includes helping you grow your business and secure grant funding to improve your business. Now, if you're interested in getting some business assistance from me, make sure you schedule with me at www.grandiosegrantservices.com. That is my official business website, and that is the only way you can schedule with me. If anyone reaches out claiming to be me, that is not me. Now let's go ahead and get into this video. This is going to be titled The Good, Bad, and Ugly Side of Business. This is going to be a discussion based video. I don't even know if this is going to be organized, but I just felt content to make this video and just share some of my personal experiences and some things to look out for when becoming your own boss and starting your new business. Now, the first thing I wanted to discuss is, of course, it can be great that you don't have to work for no one else. And it is true. It frees up your schedule somewhat, but you also want to think about, as your business starts to pick up, you're probably going to be working more than 40 hours a week. I typically work probably roughly 60 to 70 hours a week, but I also have found a perfect work-life balance, so I am still able to spend time with my loved ones. And I don't have to worry about, oh, I have to be in at work at this time, or I have to go to bed so I can make it to work this time. I work pretty much the hours that I want to, but it's like sporadic. I work throughout the day. Like, I could be working from the time I wake up to before I go to sleep. So just keep this in mind. When your business starts to grow, the working hours are definitely going to start to grow, even if you have a team behind you. Because, of course, you're the owner, so you're the mastermind of the business. Another thing I want to talk about is a lot of people on social media, they like to sell you a dream. I have ran 3 businesses, and the one thing I can tell you is definitely not easy. My first business was a major fail. This is when I was 17. I tried to start selling on Amazon, and I took the courses for FBA, if that's what it's called, and I started it out. This is when I was working at Target, making a little $200 every 2 weeks, and I was investing it back into my business. It failed miserably. I kept going and going and going till it was just like I couldn't do it no more. I was wore out. So another thing that I want to tell you is, if you get into a business and stuff is not working out for you in the first couple of years, maybe it's time to think about pivoting. Sometimes you don't even need to start completely over. You can just find something in your niche to move on to. So just don't keep dumping money into a business and it's not working for you. It's okay to realize that, hey, I failed. It's time to move on. My next business, which is the one I still have, my jewelry business, it's okay. I kind of feel like that market is very saturated. So typically for my jewelry business, I make majority of my money from pop-up shops. And I try to do a pop-up shop every 1 to 2 years. So that brings me in the bulk of my revenue for that business. But e-commerce for that jewelry business is really not that good. I really haven't put any more effort into my social media. When I first was working on my social media for that business, I was at it every day, multiple times a day, and it just seemed like nothing wasn't working. I threw thousands of dollars into a marketer for just a couple months, and it was so much. I poured $5,000 into my website, which I did not keep. In the current website that I have, I actually created myself for Amiri Jewelry, and it was so much I was doing for this business that it's just a business that I let sit to the side. I know I make my money through pop-up shops, majority of my money through pop-up shops. I have random sales for my jewelry, and it's good to just have it as one of my businesses that I can just use for tax deductions every single year. So it levels out. Now, this current business that I have, Grandiose Grant Services, I absolutely love. When I first started it off, it took off very fast, and now to this day it is steadily growing, and I actually have a team now, so that's pretty exciting. It still takes a lot of my time, but I love what I do. I write grants for customers since that was something I was good at doing in the beginning, and I just didn't know about it because I was getting grants for my jewelry business. That actually helped me keep that business going for quite a while, so it all worked out in the end. Sometimes it's okay to start over or try again when something is not working, okay? Just don't keep pouring money into it for years if it's not working for you. Another thing I want to talk to you about is don't trust everyone. Not everyone is meant to be your business partner. Not everyone is meant to be your customer. All money is not good money. Some money you need to steer clear away from. In the beginning, I know a lot of people are going to go to the internet, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, to look up ways to start their business. You're going to run across tons of courses. Once you start looking up something, it's going to keep recommending you them. And a big thing on YouTube is when you start looking into business, a lot of business ads are going to pop up like, hey, invest this $1,000 and we are going to turn your business into $100,000 business overnight or in the next couple weeks. Please, guys. You're giving money to the individuals where you probably will learn some things, but it's not going to help you grow your business. Good ways to grow your business is finding a real mentor. You can use a platform like Score to find a mentor. I do mentor at a small fee because my schedule is hectic, and I only mentor up to 3 people every 3 months. It's a lot of work, you guys. But you can definitely find a mentor on Score for free that could help you gain some knowledge into growing your new business. There's so many different type of books that you can order. Let me know if you want a book tutorial on some different business books that helped me get to this point. I probably have like over 50 business books, and I still reference back a lot of them. There are tons of tutorials on YouTube that are helpful, but the one thing that you need to know to grow your business is you need to have action behind your business to know what to do. So it's good to soak in all the knowledge that you possibly can, but if you're not putting action behind your business, it's going to be a no-go. Some courses out there are definitely some helpful ones, but there's also other avenues and sometimes more cheaper avenues that will help you learn on growing your business properly, okay? I also have some different videos that give you some tips to do just that. You can't trust everybody. Just because someone says it's good for them might not be good for you, depending on the niche you're in, depending on the type of field you're in. Don't be so quick to throw out your money unless you do some thorough research. That's something that I had to learn as being in the business that I am as a grant writer. It's okay when someone questions what I do and everything, because that's just letting me know they're doing their due diligence and researching before they purchase with me or schedule with me. Now, this is going to be for if you're getting into product-based businesses. Do your due diligence again and research. I know a lot of people go to Alibaba, AliExpress to buy pieces of clothing, maybe wigs, all sorts of type of items, but you need to look out for the scammers and the legit businesses. I compiled a whole video on what you need to look for when finding items on Alibaba. I'm going to link it up here so you can watch that, because like I said, that's a whole nother topic. From my own personal experience, what happened to me made me realize that I could not trust everyone, and not everyone is out looking for your best interest. This is going to go back to when I started with my jewelry business. I was looking on Alibaba and I came across some cute jewelry. I was talking to them. I asked all these questions from a previous video that I watched of another YouTuber on how to scope out different vendors and purchase from them. But the thing about it was these photos taken from another vendor's profile or whatever. So me not even knowing, I had ordered a bulk, which I should have ordered samples in the beginning. So I ordered a bulk of products and I got it shipped to me. The jewelry was trash. That was literally like $2,000 down the drain. That was a lot of money for me, and it hurt me so bad that it was dump jewelry. And it's crazy because I still have the jewelry to this day, and I'm trying to figure out what I should do with it. I want to donate it or whatever. After that, I really honed down on different ways to spot fake vendors, real vendors, the actual vendors of the products, and all of those things. Another thing I want to talk about is I gotten scammed a lot. And I do think this is from my age, starting out in the business world so early. I got scammed by what you would call them today is content creators. If you knew back then, you could go on Facebook, write up a post and ask people to advertise your items, usually for just product exchange. I think I was more upset than the vendors because this was somebody I kept talking to until I sent the products off. So I was also doing mysterious gift boxes, but this other lady from New Jersey, and I will forever remember it because this was another realization, like you can't trust everyone out here because they will literally scam you. They will find ways to scheme. They don't care. They're heartless. No scammers to me have a good heart, because if you feel the need to go out and take from another person, you're just a cold-hearted person, period. Maybe you can change your life as time goes on and you grow up, but if you're a scammer, you're not a good person in my book. So this lady from New Jersey, I sent her one of my mystery jewelry boxes, and it came with a lot of good stuff. Like the whole box was probably worth $20, and a little upcharge. I think I was selling them for like $30, and I asked her to advertise for me. She was just seemed so sweet online until I sent her the items, and she completely ghosted me. I had even paid for signature delivery. She signed off on it. She got it. I knew that she got the package. I messaged her, no response. So I'm not the type of person, I'm not going to keep blowing you up. If you don't respond, you just don't respond. But I'm like, you promised to do a product video and you didn't. 2 weeks later, I messaged her, no response. A month later, I messaged her, no response. I was like, you know what? She can have it. It is what it is. She can have it. I'm not going to keep worrying about it. But at that point, I was thinking I didn't even want to deal with influencers no more. I'm like, are all influencers like this? Ugh. I was young, dumb. Have contracts for all influencers. Have contracts for any type of work you do. Point blank, period. I can't say that will save you from every instance, but contracts are a no-brainer for any situation that I am in with anybody that I'm going to work with. If someone does not want to sign a contract, believe that's a red flag. Don't work with them. Don't communicate with them. Just leave it alone. There's always another opportunity out there. Just don't go out there blind or without protection. Those are just a couple things that I want to talk about in regards to starting a business. Also, your LLCs, people. You don't need an LLC in the beginning. It is okay to be a sole proprietorship in the beginning of your business. Once you start making revenue, then think about establishing an LLC. You need an EIN. Remember this, write it down. You need an EIN before your LLC. If you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. If you would like a one-on-one call with me to discuss anything business related, even if you're a new startup, make sure you schedule with me on my website. This is my only website right here. Now for more, make sure you subscribe.